Shrimp Run traveled back to the Qin dynasty and became a noble of the Yin clan. 6 years ago, 2-year-old Fusu was sent to be raised by this branch of the royal family, so he gained custody of Fusu. Regretting Fusu's fate in his past life, he spent 6 years turning this poor county into the largest trade center in the northwest, and secretly raised Fusu to become the crown prince of the underworld. What? The king of Qin, Yingzhang, is coming out of the palace in disguise to meet Fusu? The informant pangolin from the Shilu has reported that in 3 days, the king of Qin will be traveling west in disguise, clearly heading straight for young master Fusu. If the emperor finds out that I've raised Fusu like this, won't he drown me and then throw me off to build the Great Wall? Where's Fusu? He's gone underground to the arena again, fighting in illegal matches. At least he's not out collecting protection money. That's good. Hurry up and bring him back. Shrimp Run is from Lanxin. Going to school, he traveled through time here by chance and became a member of the Qin royal clan. As his bloodline is distant, he serves as county magistrate in Qini County. Uncle, how many times have you told me to turn off the speakers when you're looking for me? When we're at work, use my official title, got it, Lord Magistrate. Humph, just look at you. Do you have any of the bearing of a nobleman? You even went to the underground arena to collect protection money. That's not my fault. Those Xiongnu guys were running illegal fights in the county and only paying 30% in taxes. That's outrageous. They should at least pay 50%. Hey, I took 70% from them. Master Su's personality. Master Su is capable and refined, always has to be refined. But can being refined get you girls? Chasing girls. You're so young, but your thoughts are already this dirty. Your father is coming to see you in 3 days, so even if you have to fake it, you better act refined for me. Humph, am I not refined enough already? There's nothing wrong with Master Su. Master Su, the most refined man in all of Great Qin. All of you, listen up. Starting today, Puzi, you'll follow Fusu and start learning from our county's tourism ambassador. You must be refined and easygoing. Master, people in Xianying say our king has seen the hardships of the common folk from youth and is kind and merciful. They say the king won't blame you. Those words hit home. When Xiaoran first arrived, he planned to hire workers to renovate the county office. But in Qin, locals rotate every 30 days for repairs. If they work over 30 days, they're exempt from taxes for the year and get a subsidy. If unpaid, they'll complain in Xianying, leaving this county magistrate in a tough spot. Where would he get the money to pay for overtime? With no other choice, Xiaoran invented bonds to hire locals for labor, and that's how today's friendly relationship came about. Even if things weren't perfect, it wasn't as brutal as the history books describe. So how did Yingzhang end up vilified like that in the records? Could Liu Bang have smeared him to legitimize his own rule? With that thought, the servant took out paper and brush and wrote an order for Liu Bang's underworld assassination. Xiao Gao, what is this? Reporting back, the net is foggy, taste is bitter, a bit sour, and a single tear sinks into the palace. From years of investigation experience, when a story asks for directions, it's not inviting you to taste a squashed foreign egg.
Do you need a bowl and chopsticks? It's much easier to eat with a full set. Get out of here. You're the one sending preserved eggs. Your whole family eats sheep's delight eggs. Do you have a license to drive a cavalry horse? If not, that's unlicensed driving. Fine of 100 coins and a deduction of 6 points. Are you wearing a helmet? If not, that's dangerous driving, multiple offenses combined. Drown him and send him to Xianying Palace to serve the king. If you have no objections, just sign here. Ugh, I have to come all the way to this strange county, and for no reason I'm about to be drowned and sent to the palace to serve some lady from Ningxia. This county magistrate really treats people's lives like they're worthless.
Humph, I've never heard of such rules in Great Qin. Humph, my rules are the rules. You're treating people's lives like they're nothing, ganging up on one person. What kind of hero does that make you? If you've got guts, fight me one-on-one. Yeah, do you dare to take me on? I'll give you 3 seconds to regret this. Who do you think you're looking down on? Ha, I damn you. How old are you this year? 8? He's really 8. 8 years old. About the same age as Fusu. Isn't it possible? But Fusu is fair-skinned and gentle, just like his mother. Nothing like this kid. Sai, these 2 outsiders don't know any better. It's their first offense. How about we let them pay with their heads to make up for it? The 2 of you are dressed in silk, clearly wealthy merchants. You must have some investment money, right? Yeah, what's investment? It's doing business. As long as your total transactions in our county reach 300, but don't go over 2,000, then the penalty will be written off. So that's what you were waiting for. The method may not be entirely above board, but it's still a way to boost business. What if I invest 1,000 coins? Oh, that means we've got a big client. If you invest 1,000 coins, you'll become a VIP member of our county, and you'll get a 5% discount on any spending here. And what if it's 10,000 coins? That would make you our county's SVIP member with a 10% discount. You'll receive the old friend of Kinyixian medal. And what about 100,000 coins? We'll give you a massive discount. Are you messing with me? Godfather, is that you? Godfather, hurry up and ride with us into town. Godfather will be your personal tour guide for 12 hours straight. Is this county magistrate really willing to do anything to boost the economy? Even going so far as to call someone Godfather? Save you? I'm not doing anything for you. Don't stoop to his level. The academy is building a tomb, and he's just a poor student working a side job to earn some tuition money. Humph, and you guys can actually afford to open an academy? Haha, our county magistrate always says, no matter how poor we are, we can't let education suffer. That's why 5 years ago, we opened 2 academies, Great Sheen Institute of Technology and Great Sheen Liberal Arts Academy. They're just a bunch of mink fur traders. I've long suggested we rename it the Great Sheen Mink Fur Academy. Zhang understood Fusu is from the Institute of Technology. I'll give you 100 Sheen half-leon coins, but this isn't about the money. 200? Humph, don't insult my noble character. 300, hee alright then, after you. For the first time, the always stern-faced Fusu showed a hint of expression. In a fleeting moment, Zhang actually felt a sense of familiarity, an inexplicable closeness. You have a Handan accent. Are you a merchant from Zhao State? Please go ahead. Closing his mouth, Fusu returned to his image as a refined and gentle scholar, as warm and smooth as jade. What a good kid. He really just has a mouth on him. What's your name? Jin Xiaosu. And how should I address you? Just call me Young Master Zheng. Oh, so you're still a Zhao noble. What's up with this road? How is it so smooth?
This is called a cement road, invented by the county magistrate. Want some? 10.5 taels per gene. Why don't you and brother Jing go rob some? For 1.5 taels, you could buy 2 gene of rice, and a big fat pig weighing 200 gene only costs 250 coins. Compared to cement, pigs are cheaper. Ijibo, can you buy it or not? Talking so crudely, how did your parents raise you? Both of them died ages ago, so who cares?
I heard that young Master Fusu went to the western regions with a caravan in Qi County, just to lay low for a while. Did he do something wrong? Why does he need to lay low? He didn't do anything wrong. It's just that he heard the king of Qin is coming to see him in 3 days, so he decided to avoid him in advance. Why would his family want to avoid the king of Qin? Let me ask you, if a 2-year-old child lost his mother, and his father threw him into a mountain ravine for 6 years without checking in or sending any money, and now suddenly wants to acknowledge him as his son, would you accept it?
Answer me. Look at my eyes, tell me why baby, why? Zhang opened his mouth, but couldn't say a word. He just felt a deep bitterness in his heart.
Since he ascended the throne, he's been nothing more than a puppet, never actually ruling for 10 years. The Chu faction of Empress Dowager Huayang, the Han faction of Empress Dowager Xia, and Lu Buwei's Zhao faction have clashed more and more fiercely. Meanwhile, Fusu's mother died mysteriously, so Fusu was sent to a distant branch of the royal family to be raised, just to keep him away from the political turmoil. With the king and Prince Fusu both absent, our return to Xianying in Western attire might just be an excuse. Fusu could still be in Qi County, rallying support. As long as I see Fusu, I'll recognize that child right away, gentle, just like his mother.
What are you dawdling for at the market? Hurry up and come along.
Though outside the city, people came and went non-stop, and street vendors' cries never ceased. Qi Kingdom's motherwort with Western Sistanch, 3 bowls, and you'll sing and dance nightly. On this riverbank, you're downcast. On the other, you're proud. 1 cup of this medicinal wine at night, and even old G praises it. Don't miss out. If you die abroad, this keeps you from feeling stifled. Show mandarin ducks in front, hide secrets behind. Untie the straps to reveal ambition. The warmth is like a belly band, protecting you always. The wolf howls after battle, my writing flows like a dragon. In exams, I write 3,000 characters. In the bridal chamber, I paint with ink all night. Buy a pen, get a hard-working quality pen. No way to lose or be scammed.
There's even a flagship line for poetry and swimming. Who comes up with this stuff? When would a vigorous man like Gu Zhang ever need medicinal wine? This is outright slander. Aren't you afraid the king of Qin will get angry if you make up stories about him like this? So what? They say the tea ceremony was written by Fusu. Let's see if he dares to kill his only son.
Yep. Old Joe, there are 2 merchants.
Those outsiders are back here begging from Lord Qin again.
This is really a bit much. Don't take it personally if the county's economy is developing too fast and the folks here haven't caught up in manners. Someone beat the drum to file a grievance, and the county magistrate rushed to handle the case. For a while, everyone on the street was heading toward the county office.
Don't you guys hold court here all the time? He spends his days eating and sleeping, sleeping and eating. The farthest he ever walks is to the massage parlor, and the most intense exercise he gets is when the masseuse steps on his back. The last time he presided over a case was half a year ago. Half a year ago! Humph, with Qinli being so lazy and neglecting his duties, is he being fair to the people of Jixia or to the king of Qin and Jin? Humph, now that great Qin is thriving, how can we allow such incompetence?
Let's stop doing business for now and go see how this county magistrate handles the case.
The entrance to the county office was packed with people. As a VIP member, Zhang was led into the county office through the side door by Fusu. Where did this troublemaker come from? In these peaceful times, he actually dared to beat the drum and cry injustice. Your Honor, you must stand up for me. This scoundrel actually used urine that had been left out in the sun for 10 days to wash my face. Please punish him severely, Your Honor. Huh? Your Honor, he insisted on using the basin that had turned into urine himself. How can he blame anyone else? Nonsense. My son must have been blind to marry someone as wicked as you, always acting so arrogant and overbearing every day. She's so mean and sharp-tongued, and during my confinement she ate 32 winter melons. She practically ate the family into poverty. Your Honor, I bore children for their family, but this mother-in-law wouldn't even let me eat my fill. How could I possibly have enough milk to feed the baby? Seeing the two of them each sticking to their own story, the crowd outside the court started to stir things up, some siding with the wicked mother-in-law, others with the troublesome daughter-in-law. Even an honest official finds it hard to settle family disputes. No matter how the county magistrate rules, he'll offend half the people. Unless he punishes both harshly, but that only addresses the symptoms, not the root cause, and people would still complain.
Why are you worrying about things that don't concern you? So far, there hasn't been a single case the county magistrate couldn't handle. You little brat, don't talk so big. Humph, if he can settle this case, I'll give you 10 pounds of cement. But if he can't, you have to go lick a sheep that hasn't been flattened. How about that? Deal.
Order, order. If you keep making noise, you'll all be fined. Is the blind son of this old lady here? Your humble servant Zhu Dachong greets your honor. Zhu Dachong, that's a good name. Your wife and your mother each claim a child. Who do you think is right? It's all up to your honor's judgment. All right, let me test you then. At the Great Qin Institute of Technology, people are always solving problems everywhere. In Xianyang, there's a eunuch named Zhao Gao. Each day, he takes half of what's left. After 10 days, how much remains? This Zhao Gao is a core figure, taking 7 volumes a day. Is this considered a promotion, or is he just slicing the sausage thinner and thinner? I never would have thought that Lord Zhao had such heroic deeds. I really can't come up with anything to say about this. Damn, what kind of questions are these? Are you just showing off your fancy moves? My lord, what does this have to do with the verdict? Guards, take this pig intestine away and pickle it once a day. After 10 days, send it to the palace for Zhao Gao as a delicacy. You can't even manage your own mother and wife, you're useless. I'll just send you to your grave myself.
Have mercy, my lord. Please have mercy. My lord, I know I was wrong. It's all my fault. Every bit of it. Please spare my son. We won't press charges anymore.
Young lady, I will stand up for you and let you be with your husband as you should. After that, how about going to work at the silk reeling workshop?
My lord, I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have disrespected my mother-in-law. Please have mercy on my husband. We won't press charges. Humph, if you're not pressing charges, then leave quickly. I thought this would be resolved, but how could it be judged like this? What is the silk reeling workshop, and why do the common people turn pale at its mention? There are rumors among the people of Qini County that the magistrate especially enjoys sending other people's fathers to the silk reeling workshop for his own pleasure. To think he has such a perverse hobby. I used to think he was a good official, but I never expected him to be such a depraved person. How could Fusu possibly learn anything good from someone like that? Young Master Zheng, I've heard so much about you. My admiration for you is as boundless as the rolling river, never-ending, and like the flooding yellow river. Once it starts, it can't be stopped. Do you know me? No, I don't, but I've heard stories about you, like how you're extremely wealthy.
I'd actually like to hear some stories about you, County Magistrate. It would be my honor. Which one would you like to hear? The one about the silk reeling workshop? What's so interesting about that?
If you're interested, I'll take you for a tour. Humph, I'll personally expose your true colors, you beast, and bring you to justice right here. Then I'll trouble you, County Magistrate, to show me around. Is this guy mentally ill or something? What's so interesting about a silk reeling workshop? Maybe it's some weird hobby of rich people. So that's how it is. Just do a good job, grab those gold coins hard, and after this gig, can I get a raise in my pocket money? I'll give you a raise, my foot. Don't forget to pay your taxes.
Your Majesty, do you think they want to kill us to silence us? Husam Zue has roamed Handan streets for years. Taking on 10 at once is just another day for him. He began sword training with a Qin Grandmaster at 10, and by 18, he'd already beaten him. Unless the sword saint appears, no one can stop him. Your Majesty's sharpness is unmatched.
Gunya, what are you doing here? He offered way too much. Offering that much is suspicious. What could a lowly county magistrate possibly give to the sword saint? He must have used some underhanded trick. Could it be that he's taken his parents, wife, or children hostage? Old Gu, why aren't you in gym class? What are you doing here? I told my teacher there's a monthly exam tomorrow and asked for a sick day, so I thought I'd get some fresh air. Seeing how awkward he looked, Ying Zheng suddenly felt like his childhood filter shattered. Back when he was a teenager in Handan, the person he admired most was the invincible swordsman who roamed the world. Among them, Gunya was called the Sword Saint. Being called the best in the world was no exaggeration. But now, should we still go to the information
Market? The king just said so.
As long as the concept doesn't come, no one can stop him, but the problem is that the concept has come.
How about we don't go watch today? I just remembered I have something to do. Well, since we're already here, let's go in and take a look. If you're interested, you could consider investing. Investing? That's just harming the people. You speak so righteously. I thought this official in my territory would be a good one. Someone who would properly guide Fusu. I never expected him to be such a villain. Looks like I'll have to reveal my identity.
I want him executed on the spot.
Oh no, it's so hot. And when these rich folks get together, they hardly ever wear much clothing. Why didn't you remind him? I did it on purpose to mess with old Ding. Hurry up and get the sculptor to sketch this so we can cash in on his gold coins. Soon we heard Ing Zhang's voice from inside, but instead of sounding righteous and dignified, he was now terrified and begging for mercy. Don't be afraid, I am the Emperor of Qin. Oh my, what a handsome young man. So fair-skinned, you must be a nobleman, right? What are you doing? This is improper. Put on your clothes, sashes, mantles, and mantis-like pants. Ladies, hurry. Like what I'm doing. Hey, get your hands off me. I'm here to save you. Help. You all are so wicked. How could you treat my household's provider like this? Hurry up and get back to the academy. The monthly exam is tomorrow.
You haven't even paid the tour guide fee yet, and you still have the nerve to ask? Who told you to be so gullible? Good thing you're from Zhao. If you were an official from my great Qin, wouldn't you end up framing loyal people? Go, 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 servants. Hurry up and send Fusu away. He's a big client. Now is not the time to offend him.
Kids, just say whatever comes to mind. Don't take it to heart. Sorry, I was too quick to believe what I heard. I didn't expect the county magistrate to be so kind to the people. This is just what I should do. Great Qin has been at war for 100 years, so there are naturally many widows of soldiers. Most wealthy women remarry, but some, with their children, don't want to, so the county provides support. This silk workshop not only allows large-scale silk production, but also gives these wealthy women with children a way to make a living. It gives them a livelihood. Xiaoran looked out the window as he gazed at the hero's memorial stone in the county square. When all industries in Qini County declined, I led 800 men to the western regions to seize trade routes. We fought 3,000 bandits for 3 days and nights, never retreating. In the end, over 600 returned victorious. My leg was also seriously injured, but this scar is precisely the mark of my hard-fought honor. Is this an ingrown toenail? Clearly, you just eat and don't exercise. What kind of nonsense is that? What are you saying? That's outright slander. Don't get mad. Let me take a closer look, okay? Why are you so interested in me? A prison guard. I sell goods, not myself, you know? Weren't you the one who asked me to look? Ing Zhang suddenly realized that when people are speechless, they really are at a loss for words. The main reason for Ing Zhang's visit this time was to see Fusu. Secondly, he wanted to assess what kind of person Xiaoran really was, since he had too few allies at court. But judging from the current situation, this is just way too unreliable.
Do you really have to go all out and leave no way out for me here?
You're close to Qinishan, and yet in broad daylight at such a dangerous place. Someone actually tried to wipe you out completely. That's impossible. The county's always had good public security. How could such a violent crime happen? A human life is at stake. How could the county magistrate just sit back and do nothing? If you won't step in, then I will. Aren't you just stating the obvious? The great wilderness seeks heaven finger asterisk asterisk. Don't go in there. How dare someone commit such a crime in broad daylight? It's like poetry, truly. How could this couple possibly? Maybe it's inconvenient at home with parents and kids. Honestly, you can't really blame Zhao Gao. If you two want to have fun, just do it. But then you make bold statements. Private fighting is strictly forbidden in Great Qin. It's easy for people to get the wrong idea. As soon as the food was served, everyone quickly changed the subject to ease the awkwardness. So how is it? Tasty, right? Do you know why so many merchants love coming to Qini County? I'm not bragging, but in this world, there's nowhere with food better than what we have here in Qini County. No wonder you've gotten a bit plumper than before. Hey, do you call this plump? This is called jibaji, you know? Do you even know what jibaji is? Is that some new dish? Emichim. By the way, what's the name of this tavern? I have a feeling I'll be coming here a lot in the days ahead. At least 9 times for good karma. 9 times for good karma? Is there some special meaning behind that? Maybe it's from Mozzie's Dao De Jing? Not really. It's just that this place uses an 8 liang scale to sell a gene of meat, so they're shorting you 2 liang each time. Wow, unbelievable. Talking about shortchanging customers like it's totally justified. Ing Zhang realized that when people are at a complete loss for words, they really are at a loss for words. Why are you just standing there? Join us, or all this delicious food will just go to waste. Thank you, princess. Dip the roast duck skin in white sugar when you eat it. White sugar? What's that? It nourishes yin and boosts yang, relaxes the muscles, and improves blood circulation. It's the best companion for men. I didn't expect you to know that, sir. You even know about medicine. I know a little, just a little. Come on, give me your hand and I'll take a look. Is this really how you take a pulse? Is it even accurate this way? Young man, this is serious. You have kidney deficiency. But even a mediocre doctor like me can cure it. A miracle doctor indeed. After feeling down, now you can hold your head high, drink a cup every day, and your lover will be begging for mercy. Hehehe, this guy really is a eunuch. Could it be that young Master Zheng is actually the king of Qin? Then this eunuch must be Brother Gao, right? After all, before the emperor passed away, he was absolutely loyal. But something just peels off. It's not like you can just fix everything with some tonic if you have a problem. Xiao Gao realized it too, and suddenly he was overwhelmed with immense greed. I don't have love. So what's the point of taking a tonic? The county magistrate himself is here to diagnose you. Shouldn't you offer him a toast? Yeah, the magistrate doesn't even know I don't have love, and he's still kindly trying to help me. He's such a good person, even if I feel a bit guilty. County Magistrate Jiang, let me offer you a toast. Hey, hold on. County Magistrate Jiang, what are you doing? You guys really don't know the proper etiquette. What etiquette? Does Qin County have some special customs from the 9 provinces? Then, Shrimprin stood up, looked respectfully in the direction of Xianying, and raised his glass with deep reverence. This first glass is for the great Lord Qin King. County Magistrate Jiang, Lin Family Street is offering a toast, but the Qin King can't hear it from here. What are you saying? What kind of talk is that? Here in Qin County, we always keep Lord Qin King in our hearts. There are not 2 suns in the sky. The great Lord Qin King is our one and only son. Unlike some who only show respect with words, but who knows what they're really thinking. I must be out of my mind, actually starting to like someone as sycophantic as Jing Gui. I have to admit, this flattery does feel pretty good. No wonder everyone likes crafty officials. Wait, what do I mean by crappy official? This is clearly a loyal minister who cares for the king. Then, the 3 raised their glasses and toasted King Qin, downing their drinks in one go. The second toast was also for Lord Qin King. Why? Because he's had a hard life. As a young man, he survived in the wilds of Handan, constantly facing danger. Even when ganged up on, he managed to fight off many with just a few. To this day, there are legends about him in the martial world. Oh, what legends? People in the martial world call King Qin the handsome Grenade King. Ing Zheng frowned slightly, feeling like something was off. The nickname itself was fine, but coming out of Shrimp's mouth, it just sounded weird. Seeing Shrimp acting like such a scheming minister, Xiao Gao couldn't sit still anymore. Who's the real eunuch here? Are you trying to steal my job? If you keep going like this, what's left for me to do? Has the county magistrate finished yet? Don't tell me the 3rd toast is still going to be for Lord Qin King. This is getting out of hand. I'm not anxious, am I? Am I anxious? That's funny. Why would I be anxious? How am I anxious? Okay, maybe I am anxious. Just shut up already. So is love really fleeting? Clearly, I'm the real number 1 in Xianying. Sigh, young people these days, they have no sense of respect anymore. It's honestly so disappointing. May I ask, young master, how did you come to know this servant? That was back in Handan. One year, during a heavy snowfall, he fainted from the cold by the roadside. I saw his pitiful state, so I brought him home. This old servant is forever grateful and will never forget your grace. So you picked him up from the snow, huh? I wonder if you've ever heard the story of the farmer and the snake. As soon as those words were spoken, the atmosphere instantly froze. That story is just too well known, and Xiao Gao got anxious. He got upset and said, "Are you saying I repay kindness with ingratitude? Are you calling me a dog or something? What did I ever do to offend you? What do you mean by that?" One year, during a heavy snowfall, old Master Wang from Qin County went out and found a frozen snake under an apple tree. Out of kindness, he put the snake in his coat and brought it home. But then, Magistrate Jiang, why are you mocking me like this? I've always been loyal to my master. How am I mocking you? Alright, let him finish the story. The next day, old Master Wang put up a sign on the apple tree that read, "No pooping here." Not funny. Why aren't you all laughing? Alright then, according to the customs of our Qin County, this last cup of wine should still be offered to His Highness the King of Qin. His Highness has suffered so much. He works tirelessly day and night, giving everything he has. But who could have imagined that his own mother would stage a coup to stop him from taking power, and even try to have him killed? How dare you? You actually dare to sow discord between the Empress Dowager and the king. I'm just telling the truth. Do you realize that if the king of Qin hadn't relied on the Empress Dowager, he would have died in Handan long ago? Of course I know that. But what does that have to do with the Empress Dowager of Zhao trying to kill the king of Qin? My family is in Handan and has ties with the Empress Dowager of Zhao. If it turns out you're slandering her, you'll be dead. Believe it or not, I don't care. What a trashy so-called professor. Your Majesty, this blind man can't be one of Lu Bui's people, right? Otherwise, why would he slander the Empress Dowager? After all, she is your mother. If you don't believe it, investigate yourself. Find out who this blind man is connected to. The Empress Dowager's side will seek the truth. Very well, you have 2 days. Ing Zheng waited in the guest room, and whenever he had nothing to do, he would read the latest Great Qin Daily. The front page had news from Qin County, including an article by Gong Shuzhan, head of the Mahis School. A powerful new gunpowder has been developed, making mountain excavation and quarrying more convenient. Wang Jian, or the Ding family, commented that they are closely watching this, as it will help reduce casualties in sieges and expansion. He hopes for more investment and faster progress. Confucian representative Xu Sun-Ton expressed concern, saying heavens must not be changed and that heaven is supreme. Disrespecting nature and angering mountain gods could bring heavenly wrath on Great Qin. Legalistically, Xi said Confucians are just bored troublemakers and otherwise useless, firmly calling for removing their comments. The agricultural school head, Tian Dao, then published an article. After 6 years of breeding experiments, rice yields rose significantly, and rice may soon surpass millet as the main staple. The Confucian representative again expressed concern, saying heaven has its constants and everything its order. Changing rice's natural order, they warned, could bring disaster. The legalist representative believed the most urgent task for Qin Yi County is to eliminate these pedantic Confucians. Ying Zheng clicked his tongue in amazement. He hadn't expected Xia Ren to be such a talent. If he could make all these schools work for Great Qin, the nation's strength would surely flourish. Your Majesty, have you gotten to the bottom of it? Last year, Lu Buwei seized 3 large carts of valuables from Qin Yi County. Also, every holiday, civil and military officials in Xining receive 3 large carts of gifts from Qin Yi County, mainly glass mirrors, white sugar, porcelain toilets. In the past, Empress Dowager Xia, Empress Dowager Huayang, and Empress Dowager Zhao took even more. Damn. That traitor. I trusted him so much, even entrusted Fusu's upbringing to him, and yet he dared to betray me. Sir, if you break anything, you'll pay triple its value. Otherwise, I'll report you. Many outsiders have dug cesspools on Dongshan for less, so pay up. Please, go ahead and keep smashing things. I won't bother you anymore.
You've also taken some scary dirty money. Boss, deep down, you're a rebel. In Qin's front lines, they just send the money and valuables straight to the Zhengqiu office. They don't even let the inner city handle things, simply because they have no idea what's really going on. Humph, do they even need you to do anything anymore? Everyone below has already been bribed. It's all taken care of. Lord Xia Yanqin has made connections both inside and outside the court, holding the support of the noble sons. He's probably after something big. What do you mean? The inner circle is making a move. They've discovered a secret Qin base called the Dao Hall.
They say he wants to break away from the 100 schools of thought and start his own sect, Lord Xia. The real worry is he's trying to win people over, learn the imperial edicts, and is eyeing the throne himself. Humph, let's see what tricks that Gu clan cousin can pull off.
When friends come from afar, isn't it a joy? Wait, why did it turn into no matter how far, they must be punished? That's not quite right, but close enough, I guess. Why are you here? Are you spying on us? Has spying? Not at all. I heard you haven't left your room for 2 days, so I came to check on you. The innkeeper also said you smashed up your room in anger. Are you upset about something?
Humph, no, it's just that I was deceived by my family and clan, so I got angry for a moment, that's all. Humph, sometimes when you use lies to test other lies, all you'll get are more lies. Using lies to test lies. What does that mean? Could it be that you've already guessed my true identity?
The news says that the main camp is opening up to neutral scholars, setting up Taoist halls to give lectures. What kind of Tao are they preaching? Humph, stop pretending. My family's Qingdong saw a Taoist hall that was decorated extremely lavishly. Chengdong, it's a Taoist hall. Do you all want to go take a look? Humph, don't you know that it's not allowed to preach in the main dormitory? Humph, how is it tearing things apart? They're clearly preaching openly and above board.
Since the county magistrate graciously invited us, we shouldn't refuse, but the expenses at the Taoist hall are high.
Aha, it won't cost that much. Just keep the change, consider the rest a tip. Foot therapy, it comes from the saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Foot therapy is also a kind of Tao. As he spoke, he pulled Ying Zheng through the VIP entrance. Inside there was everything. Bathing, back scrubbing, prostate care, beauty, cupping, acupuncture, sauna, massage, hookup, KTV, you name it, they had it. It was dazzling. Is this really a Taoist hall? What kind of Tao is this? This is a disgrace. We came to gather information. Where did Chi go to investigate?
In a hurry, the ticket's non-refundable once you leave. With young Master Fusu, did you bring him to the foot therapy center too?
How could that be? I'm his uncle. At his age, he should focus on studies. My family is in Handan with ties to Empress Dowager Zhao. Passing through Xining, he asked me to check on Fusu's academic progress at Great Qin Institute of Technology or Great Qin Liberal Arts, who his mentors are. Ha, as I thought, you're asking about Fusu. Young Master Fusu excels at Great Qin Institute of Technology. He's always top of his class, studies under masters from major schools, and learns a bit of everything. What about his personality? Is he as strong-willed as the King of Qin? Oh, strong-willed. They say most people have ambitions, but Fusu seems fine. Is the King of Qin really that strong-willed? He doesn't have frequent hemorrhages, does he? Is it that the first emperor had a short life? If that's the case, maybe I should find a place to research some hemostatic medicine. Then I could send it to the palace. Not only would it help build a closer relationship, but it could also extend His Majesty the Emperor's life. Two birds with one stone. What are you thinking about? A nothing. Young Master Fusu is naturally refined, easygoing, and still possesses a heroic spirit. As for being strong-willed, not really. He's actually in pretty good health.
Aha, that's good then. As long as he's not as rude and disrespectful as Qin Xiaosu.
Why does the county magistrate look a bit upset? Could it be that Qin Xiaoshu has some strange thoughts? No, that's not it. This Qin Xiaosu really is out of line. He relies on his good grades and strong martial skills to bully his classmates all the time. For someone so young to behave like this, isn't the academy going to do something about it? According to academy rules, if you have good grades, you can do whatever you want. Last time, Zhang Liang from the Liberal Arts and Science Academy, who ranked first in the monthly exam, said that after winning this month's exam, any student scoring below 600 must bow to him at 90 degrees when they see him. Today, the last part of the monthly exam should be the quarterfinals, from the top 5 to top 8. In the 5 to 8 bracket, students draw lots and face off one-on-one until one remains. If I remember right, this year's top 8 are Zhang Liang, Lu Ji, Lu Su, and Ding Fu from the Liberal Arts and Science Academy, and Qin Xiao, Su Zhong, De Meng, and Meng Tian from the Science and Engineering Academy. Can Li Xian watch the matches?
Oh, please go ahead.
With such a huge crowd, who needs a ticket? Suddenly, Yu Guangzhong saw a sign listing last month's exam rankings. At the top was Zhang Liang from Great Qin Liberal Arts and Science Academy, scoring 650 out of 700 across 5 to 7 subjects: mathematics, science, politics, economics, military strategy, and archery. Second was Qin Xiaosu with 640, and third was an amnesiac woman, Lu Ji, with 630.
What place did Fusu get? Why don't I see his name? He left with the merchant caravan a while ago to gain some experience, so he didn't take the last monthly exam. Come on, let's go. Otherwise the competition will be over soon.
Shrimpren led Ing Zhang to a VIP room on the second floor. There was good food and drinks, plus a perfect view of the arena. So, was the ticket price worth it? Ing Zhang ignored Shrimpren and focused on the scene outside, as the first quarterfinal match had started. Lu Su versus Li Xian. Gunya, the chief referee, stood in the ring and ensured student safety. Men and women fought each other. If you remembered right, this Li Xian was from Longxi and part of Jiang Wen's group.
Who is that woman named Lusu? She looks so delicate and frail. Will Li Xian hurt her? In this academy, men and women are equal. It depends on your abilities. Lusu is Lu Ji's younger sister, and her strength shouldn't be underestimated. I'm worried she might twist Li Xian's head off if he's not careful. Maybe the difference in their physical abilities is too great, so senior Li Xian should go easy on her. Or maybe, little sister, you should just admit defeat. Don't hurt your brother, he doesn't always know his own strength. Little sister, add me. My pen name is Zhaoshin. Later, your brother will write you on the campus confession wall. No flirting with classmates or you'll be disqualified. Now, the competition rules. No eye gouging, no low blows. We're classmates, so don't use lethal moves. Stop when you've made your point. Quarterfinals begin. As soon as the words were spoken, timid Lu Su charged at Li Xian like a cheetah. Well done. Li Xian using his size advantage.
He immediately pulled off an incredibly flashy spinning kick in midair. Li Xian, as the child of a military family, how could you be so careless? You actually took both feet off the ground. Haven't you realized yet that Lu Su was just pretending to be weak to lure you in? No wonder you're my charming ancestor. Just as Ing Zhang said, Lu Su's petite frame allowed her to dodge Li Xian's spinning kick with terrifying agility. At the same time, her two long legs closed in on Li Xian's head. Oh no, stop resisting. Stop resisting. You can't catch your breath now.
Help, brother, teacher, I give up.
How embarrassing. This brat clearly has the skills, but always ends up losing because of all sorts of unexpected things. Lu Su advances to the top 4.
Senior, sorry I was too rough. It's fine, little sister. Your brother just didn't sleep well last night. I wasn't even using my full strength. By the way, what's your pen name, little sister? Goto, why do you think all these students are here? Of course, they came because of your reputation. There's no way you tricked them into coming, right? What are you saying? Are you implying I hired people to kidnap them here? Come on, I'm just running a proper dojo, aren't I? When the Zhu family heard about it, they weren't happy and came as a group to challenge the dojo. But because Qini County is so comfortable, they didn't want to leave. Over time, with great teachers, the reputation for teaching grew. That makes some sense. But looking at the names on that ranking list, it seems like nobles make up 90% of it.
Even though Qini County is bustling with merchants now, most commoners still can't afford to go to school. Take Ding Fuzhong for example. Someone from such a poor background making it into the top 8 is really rare, like finding a needle in a haystack. As for the sisters Lu Ji and Lu Su, their family has some means, but compared to families like Zhang Liang, Meng Tian, Li Xian, they're still way behind, not to mention others.
Don't forget to subscribe to DLToon so you never miss a new hilarious episode.